Good morning, everyone. Welcome to a very empty Terminal 1 at the Honolulu International Airport. My name is Scott, and I am one of the very few remaining airline reviewers who still writes airline reviews, which you can read over on sandspotter.com. And I am here to catch Hawaiian Airlines flight number 216 to Maui, technically Kahului. It's a flight that's scheduled to go out at 9:31 a.m., and I think it's on time. It's just after 7 a.m. here, and I don't see it. Where is it? Screw it. I'm just going to go ahead and assume that this flight is on time. There are just so many of these inter-island flights that go in and out every day, and I gotta assume they know what they're doing, so yeah. I'm just going to go with it and enjoy the scenery here at the Honolulu International Airport. This is one of my favorite airports in the world. It's an open-air terminal, at least a portion of it is, and it's a fantastic place for plane spotting and people watching and just enjoying that Hawaii weather in general. This place is so awesome, and there's even a koi pond for crying out loud. And when you have stuff like this, what is even the purpose of an airline lounge? I certainly didn't need it this morning. Anyway, I did find out that my flight was departing exactly on time, which, if I'm being honest, wasn't all that great. I could have easily hung out here all day, just looking at all the airplanes, soaking up those trade winds, and just enjoying the airport as a whole. It's a neat mix of new and old, and I actually appreciate the fact that they haven't gone overboard trying to modernize this place. So this section right here is the waiting area for the inter-island flights. It's Terminal A, and it's one of the older portions of the terminal. This portion is not outdoors, but there are big windows here that let in a lot of natural light, and I kind of like the artwork too. This is cool. Here comes the Boeing 717 that is going to be taking me over to Maui this morning. It's actually coming in from Kauai. It's been there twice already this morning, there and back, so it's a busy little airplane. It is November 476 Hotel Alpha. It is 24 years old, and interestingly enough, it has flown with Hawaiian Airlines for its entire life. A lot of the Hawaiian 717s actually came from Delta and other airlines since nobody else wanted them. So this technically qualifies as a rare aircraft type, which is always fun to fly on when you get the chance. Boarding here at gate A16 is happening right on time, and I don't think I've mentioned it yet, but I'm flying what they call extra comfort today, which is the extra legroom seats at the forward of the front section of the economy cabin, which is completely unnecessary for a 23-minute flight. I know, but hey, I've already flown economy, and first class was sold out. Here I am trudging through first class, by the way. So yeah, first class was sold out, so the only thing left that I haven't tried was extra comfort, which you can see right there, those turquoise-colored seats. And yeah, they're not all that exciting looking. I do like that turquoise color, especially since you're not going to see that on any other airline in the US, so that's pretty neat. The seating configuration here on the 717 is 3-2, so it's a narrow aircraft. And as you can see, I got a seat on the 2 side. Legroom is excellent in these extra comfort seats. And as a matter of fact, I would say that this is pretty much what you're going to get up in first class, if not better. The catch, of course, is that these seats are much narrower. And it's just a basic economy seat, so you can't really expect much. You can't expect video screens either, or power outlets. These are extremely simple seats. Really hard, really thin, and underseat storage space is just abysmal. I couldn't even get my backpack in there, and I travel pretty light when I come to Hawaii, so not having it fit under the seat in front of me was just a little bit annoying. Oh, and it's probably worth taking a look at the safety card, because, you know, open water, hungry sharks. This seatbelt ought to save me. I think I'll be okay. And we are off. They got us pushed off the gate here about 1 minute late, which, when it comes right down to it, was impressive. This flight was completely full, 100%, and just the amount of time that it takes for them to get everybody on board, the entire plane loaded, and turned around from its previous flight is very, very minimal. it's just amazing to watch them do it. As I said earlier, it's 9:30 a.m. and this is already this aircraft's third flight of the day. They use these 717s hard, and the fact that they were able to turn this aircraft around in just 23 minutes is just astounding. So my hat's off to the entire Hawaiian Airlines ground crew here in Honolulu for doing what they do. It's amazing. By the way, if you've ever been curious to know about how I'm able to travel so much, and if you want to hear unfiltered, uncensored thoughts about my travels and all of the stuff that happens that I don't write about or make videos about, you need to sign up for my newsletter. It's totally free. Link in the description below. I think you're going to like it. So, here's something I don't see every day. It's a Boeing C-17 Globemaster. I'm not into military aircraft all that much, but you gotta love the C-17. I think it's just incredible. And this, if you didn't know, is runway 8 right. It's what they call the reef runway, and it provides spectacular views of Honolulu, Waikiki, and all the good stuff upon departure here, as you'll see in a moment. The only bummer was that I was looking straight into the sun, and then you combine that with the scratched up window of the 717 and the reflection off. Anyway, we still had some pretty good views. As you can see, there's Waikiki looking great down there, as always. And if you're curious, we're still only 1 minute behind schedule so far, so more than likely, if we don't hit any weather on the way over to Maui, which we shouldn't, we're going to be over there right on time in just about 23 minutes from now, and I guess that begs the question, was it really worth paying more for a seat with extra legroom for such a short flight? I'll leave my opinions towards the end of this video, but for right now, I'll say... actually, honestly, no. But before we get to that, we need to talk about in-flight service, drinks and snacks. Actually, they're just drinks. And passengers in extra comfort do not get an extra drink or a snack or anything special compared to regular economy class passengers. So, for this short flight, the only choice we had was this guava juice or water in these little prepackaged cups, which was good. Although, when I was reading the label on the lid, it said it was only 10% juice. So, I have no idea what it was that I was actually drinking. It tasted like guava juice though, and I'll tell you what, I'm willing to bet anything that it was better than anything that Southwest Airlines was offering on a flight between Honolulu and Maui today. Another way of saying that is, I don't think I have any desire to fly Southwest Airlines inter-island like this. I'm always going to choose Hawaiian Airlines, although I don't know if I would choose extra comfort anymore. Just maybe it's not worth it on these short flights. This flight clocked in at about 23 minutes, and boy does that ever look good. Maui is awesome. Actually, all of Hawaii is awesome. And if you've never driven that coastal road there that goes around to the west side of the island, you're missing out, and I think it's one of those things that you have to do at least once. It's beautiful. Current time is 10:09 a.m. as we are on short final for runway 2. That puts us about 3 minutes behind schedule at this point, and who cares, right? We're in Hawaii. Everything looks good. The weather is absolutely perfect, although it is a little bit windy out there today. You can't really see it now, but we are getting bumped around really good here as we make the approach. But back to what I was saying about extra comfort and whether or not this was worth it. As I said, I think I would do economy next time. I've already flown economy here on the Hawaiian Airlines 717, and for a short flight, it doesn't really matter. It's the exact same seat. They're really hard, really narrow. Legroom isn't that bad all the way in the back. And speaking of being all the way in the back, the best seat on this airplane is actually not first class. It's all the way in the back, right next to the engines. Row 23 is what I recommend. I had seat 23F once, and it is a completely different experience than what I had on this flight. On this particular flight, I was sitting so far forward that I didn't even hear the engines. All I heard was wind noise. But if you're all the way in the back, row 23, you're going to hear that whine from the engines, and it's awesome. You gotta like airplanes, though. You gotta like the sound of the engines. If not, it's probably going to be really annoying. But I would take that seat back in economy in row 23 over a first-class seat, and especially over this extra comfort seat. It's just the best experience. Anyway, here we have Southwest Airlines again, totally dominating Maui. I like Southwest Airlines, don't get me wrong, but it just seems so wrong to see them out here in the islands, and tell you what, I'm not going to be flying them anytime soon. Although I did San Diego to Honolulu once, just to see what it was like. It was okay. But, as I said, I'm always choosing Hawaiian Airlines. Hopefully it stays Hawaiian Airlines. It doesn't become Alaska Airlines. It's going to be a really sad day if that ever happens. But for now, I'm not going to think about it. And the only thing I am going to think about is my next flight, which is going to be Hawaiian Airlines Extra Comfort A321neo to San Diego. I've got about 2.5 hours to make this connection. Everything's looking good so far. It's going to be a great flight, and I will have a video for that, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.